Welcome. Today I am pleased to share with you my digital light board. I have introduced this light board in a previous video and today I am going to show its function further. A light board is a device for teaching. The teacher writes on a board while facing the students. He doesn't have to turn his back to the students while writing on the blackboard. So how does this happen? Actually, the teacher is not writing on a board behind him, but he is writing on a board in front of him. This board is actually a sheet of glass and it has got a background. And when the teacher writes on this board, it appears to the students. But since the teacher is writing on the back side of this glass, the writing would appear flipped. These are the shortfalls of a conventional light board. A conventional light board is made up of plexiglass, and around the edges of the plexiglass there is a LED strip which transmits light into the glass. Then the teacher writes on with fluorescent pens. It requires a little bit of construction, although it's not very difficult to construct. It needs space it needs first labor to go in to procure the materials and construct a sturdy glass light board. This light board can be used for teaching either in a sitting position as I am doing now or while standing, in which case it is large. Then after the purpose is served, it has to be kept somewhere. I very much wanted to get a light board for teaching purposes, but owing to the circumstances, I couldn't venture out into the market to get the materials. So I applied my mind, and after having done a little bit of research, I decided to construct a digital light board with whatever resources I have. And I am going to show you the use of a digital light board today. This is part of my setup for the light board. My camera is my Logitech camera, which is in front of me. My face is adequately lit, and you can see there is no glass or anything in front of me. It's just me and the computer screen. Now I'm going to make the light board come into this space, and you will watch how it is done. For that, I have to introduce you to some software. The first software which you require to know about a little bit for this purpose is OBS, Open Broadcast Software. This is a video recording software in which you can add various sources like a video capture device or a camera or a writing device. Like in a Windows capture, the writing device or the lighting app can be either PowerPoint or OneNote or Sketch or Sketchbook or Krita or whatever. And the writing pen is my S pen. So I will be writing on the blackboard with the S pen. So I'm going to show you the construction of my digital light board. So what are the requirements for a digital light board? Normally in a physical light board, you will have a sheet of glass. But for my digital light board, I only have my laptop screen, and I will use the screen as the sheet of glass on which I will be writing. Then you need an input device. On a light board, on a glass light board, you use neon markers. But for the digital light board, I will be using my Surface Pen. When I write with the Surface Pen on the light board, it is sensitive to touch, and I can vary the colors of my Surface Pen, and the input will be there onto the screen. Then the software which is required is OBS or any screen capture software. Then OneNote or any screen writing or any digital note-taking software. If you want to present slides, then PowerPoint may be required. If I want to share a video, I can open a window and show a video to you. So these are the advantages of a digital light board. Every feature that is possible on a physical glass light board is also possible in the digital light board. I will proceed to show you how everything is done. So what are the advantages of this digital light board? A, it doesn't require any construction. It just requires thought process and to assemble all the requirements. It only requires a Surface laptop, a camera, digital camera webcam. I'm using my Logitech Brio webcam, an input device, some light sources, and that's it. So when I'm done with this light board or when I'm done with this light board tutorial, I just shut down my laptop, take off the lights, and that's it. I don't have to store a huge physical light board anywhere. Now, in this blackboard, I'm going to discuss some mathematical concepts. First, I would like to talk about the areas of common shapes. So the first concept to consider is a square. This is a square, and if the length of the square of one side is a, the area of the square is equal to a squared. And suppose you want to discuss the area of a rectangle. And the area of a length, the width of the rectangle is A and the length is B. So the area of the rectangle is equal to A into B. Then if you want to talk about circles, here is a circle. And if this is the radius of the circle, R denotes the area radius of a circle. The area of a circle is calculated as pi r squared, where pi is a Greek alphabet. It stands for 22/7. This is the area of a circle. Like this, I can explain any mathematical formula on my blackboard. I am directly facing the students and the students are able to see my pen movement like that, and I can write on the blackboard. So if I want to erase something, I just erase it here and I can keep writing. Now, let's talk about the coronavirus. The coronavirus, as you know, is affecting most of the world now. It is an RNA virus like that. It has got spike proteins. And it infects the respiratory cells of the human body. So if this is the respiratory cell, it infects these cells and it attaches to these respiratory cells by these spike proteins. So how can we prevent the attachment of the virus to respiratory cells? If we have antibodies or vaccination, those antibodies and vaccination will actually generate antibodies. Those antibodies will bind to the spike protein and prevent the spike protein from coming in contact with the ACE2 receptor on the cell. So this is how vaccines and antibody will help in preventing an infection with the coronavirus. So in my light board, I'm now showing a video now. I can show a video in full size. I can explain about the video while talking to you. I can present slides. Now I am recording a PowerPoint presentation in OBS as part of my Lightboard tutorial. You can see that I have got a PowerPoint presentation open, and it is going to be an interactive PowerPoint presentation. In a Lightboard tutorial, I would like to highlight certain points while presenting matter. So the first question we would like to know is, so these are the steps you need to follow. Wear a mask, wash your distance, wash your hands, and wear goggles as I am wearing now. Okay. I can advance the slide and go on to the next slide, and I can then, so see, I can do anything in OBS. So I hope you like this video. If you did, kindly consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, share it with your friends, like it, and hit the bell icon to receive further notifications. I'll see you in the next video.